No, it's not one of the old props from Thunderbirds, and it's not a Citroen either, even though it does look remarkably like one. It is in fact British, the EVC-3 from the early 80s, one of those show cars they used to unveil every year at Earl's Court to wow the crowds. And it was incredibly energy efficient. Its 3-cylinder engine giving over 100 miles to the gallon, which is just as well because every time you had to get out and fill it up, you'd have to look at it. And let's face it, you wouldn't want to do that.
Well, they've certainly got the space right. The only thing I would say is that you're very aware of the roof line here because, of course, it has to be very low to give that low rake to the windscreen. The doors are a little low and a little narrow, so it's a bit of a duck and a weave getting in and out of the car. As for noise, well, there's the odd vibration. This car's obviously been thrashed around a bit, but there's very little wind noise. Even motoring along here, we are at something in excess of 60 miles an hour, and it's very easy indeed to hold a sort of conversational tone. As for this 3-cylinder engine, well, if you didn't know about it, I'm sure you wouldn't notice it. It's a bit lumpy perhaps at the bottom end. It has the odd flat spot, but that's really a question of getting the fuel injection right. This is a fuel injection car for the characteristics of the engine. But apart from that, it really, once you've got it moving, pulls away very smoothly right through the rev range, very nippy at low speeds. And here we are, for example, coming up to something just under 70 miles an hour in 4th gear. Put my foot down and it still pulls away very happily indeed. In fact, I've had it up to 110 miles an hour with no trouble at all on the big back straight. The handling, well, the steering is very light, but still very precise and very predictable. Put it into a bend and it holds the line very easily indeed. The big problem, I would say, is the suspension, because if you're going to bend at all fast, it certainly leans over on its ear, leans over pretty alarmingly, rather like a French car perhaps, and that's a problem because the suspension has to be light for this lightness of car. That's a problem they're obviously going to do some more work on. So there it is, £1 million worth of ultra-efficient, ultra-economical family car. Not the most attractive £1 million worth, it's a bit bug-shaped in its overall appearance, but a car that poses really some very radical questions about the design of tomorrow's family car. It'll be interesting to see how many of them and how rapidly they filter through to the British Raider production line.
Car of the future? Not this one, William. No, from